welcome to another build video here. So excited to get this out to you. I've been wanting to get it out for a couple of weeks and I finally got it edited. Oh, it's so nice. Anyways, so we're working on the mall again this month and we are doing the hallways. Psycho did the bathrooms in the hallways. So that is really exciting. If you want to check it out, you should definitely check out his channel. Anyways, so we just put in some flooring, putting in some lights. I did those like ceiling lights just because I think for the price and how small they really are, they give off a lot of light. So it was like perfect. I went for a wood flooring and just a neutral. I think I went for like a brown for the walls. Yeah, I really liked the brown. I just think it worked really nicely, and it's just like a warm, inviting color that I could find, the best I could find. Anyways, so now we're gonna go ahead and do some half walls. These are going to be placed kind of in the middle of the hallway area, and what they're for is if you were to like say sit there and want to, you know, lean up against something, because there's going to be benches on both sides of those half walls, and so obviously you're not going to want to be leaning back to back with some random stranger. So you have this little half wall and you can just kind of like lean back, rest, have a good time. The inspiration for this part of the mall comes from my own personal mall that I have here in where I live, and we have these, we don't per se, it doesn't look identical to this or what I've created, but it looks quite a lot like it. I was trying to put a plant between the benches. I just decided that putting the benches together, like right next to each other, just seems so much better. You can see how much better it looks. Like when I put it like that, it looks much better. So I decided to do that instead, and just kind of make it look like one bench instead of two separate benches, and it just kind of fit a little bit better. And I liked it. On these walls at the end, I did kind of do like a section where you wouldn't really like go over here and do much. I mean, you could look at the painting if you wanted, but I put like a fence around it, like those VIP fences. I don't know what you would classify it as, but I put one of those around it, so it was like you shouldn't be touching it, you know, kind of like a museum part. But I do have like an art place that hangs art in the middle of my mall, and you can see it, but you can't get close to it. So I thought that was like a nice touch. Excuse me. I thought it was a nice touch to to the mall, just to give it like a little bit of extra something, especially like if you were an artsy sim and you came here and you were like gonna buy something, you could go ahead and just like stare at the paintings or whatever. Then I did these 4 panel things. I did them diagonally on each side. I really like how it turned out. It just kind of gave the wall a little bit something extra. I was gonna do a light hanging over top of the art, but I just thought the double, like the single wall lights look so nice. And then in the corners, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a plant. I do the same plant on each side. I wanted to find something that wasn't gonna block off those squares or wasn't gonna be really hard to get in the corner. And I came up with these ones. They look the best. And so that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I am going to be adding more to the hallway at some point, like windows if need be or whatever. But at this point, I don't really want to put too much because I don't know where the windows for the shops are going to be. And so I'm just kind of leaving those walls empty, but I will add to them later on down the road when the mall is about done. And then I'm just going to pretty much take another one of those paintings. It's the same painting, just it has 4 different variations. If you change the color of it or whatever, it gives you a different photo. So I just went with the same one but a different photo, if that makes any sense. And then I do the VIP fencing, and I do the 2 plants, and I do the squares on the side as well. So it kind of keeps it the same, but it's a little bit different for the fact that obviously the painting is different, and that's pretty much it. So then I just add and I add the lights as well. I want to make sure I got the lights in. Alright, that's pretty much all I pretty much did. There was 4 more things I think I added. I added some plants. I did that plant on one side, and then I did this other one on the other side. And I do it for each one of the benches. I just thought it was kind of nice to add. And I couldn't get the plant there, so I had to switch this. which was fine with me. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do for right now for the downstairs. I fixed the lights, made them a little bit more even, I would say, and we went with that. And then I start on this floor. Now this floor is a little bit different for the fact that obviously it's the entry floor where you would enter into the mall. The hallway area going straight ahead of where we're building right now is actually the entryway. So I wanted to make sure that when I built this, it was in a spot where they would have plenty of room to all congregate in, because obviously they're all going to be coming in to the building from one place or another. And then I brought up the plants, and that's pretty much it. Now I did notice that it was off center, and I was like, crap, I gotta make the center or like my OCD is gonna fly through the roof. So I did decide to actually replace this wall, move it over just a little bit to where it would be even in the middle of the floor and make it look a lot better. And then I just kind of went from there. I didn't really go too much more into it. So then I fixed the benches, fixed the plants, and I fixed the other benches, and then we can move on. Alright, so I was having a hard time with that bench. It was giving me an awfully hard time, and I was like, whatever, it's close as I can get it. Alright, so on this side, in my mall, there is this place where they put either a car or a Christmas tree or whatever for the holidays, and they kind of decorate it per season, whatever. And Psycho had said something like, you know, you should do something where you could put like a Christmas tree in wintertime, and it made me think of that car. And so since it's summertime right now, they have a car there, and so I upsized one of the toy cars and put it here in the mall. I thought it looked nice. It didn't look too cheesy, though I kind of thought, how the heck would they have gotten this in here? And then I never thought of it again. I wanted to add some menus to the walls here, just because I know that's the ice cream shop. As you know, that was the last month's build. And then there is going to be a restaurant right there, so I wanted to put the menu next to that door as well. And I decided that I would put some kind of like opposite posters or whatever you want to call them there, because obviously that goes to the outside, so it's not going to be messed with. And then over here in the corner, I think I put a painting and I put a bench underneath, so that there's another bench that they can sit on, and a plant, I do believe. I think I might even take the plant from downstairs, just because it worked well. Or maybe I don't put a plant at all. Okay, I do put some paintings here as well, I think, because that's also an outside wall. And I think I do the musical ones, like the saxophone paintings, just because I never really use those paintings, but they do work out really well. And then I think that's it for this floor, because obviously the rest is like stores and stuff. Yeah, so we're moving up to the last floor, which is the top floor of the mall at this time anyway, so we might be adding more in the future. Okay, so I fixed the lights real quick, and then I liked the idea of doing diagonal walls here because there wasn't a ton of room, and so I decided diagonal walls would make a little bit more room. It would make a little bit more room, and it kind of makes it a little bit different from the other floors as well. So on each side of these, I put one bench and the plants, and I do add a little bit more of decoration to this floor just because it's the top floor, and I wanted to make sure every floor is a little bit different. And the bottom floor got the like museum things, then the second floor will have the seasonal, and this one has like a little showcase, and it's right there in that middle in front of that middle window, but you'll see it in a second. Anyway, so I put paintings on all of these spots over here just because I really thought that in a mall, you know, if they're trying to attract people, they want to attract people for anything that they can get their hands on, whether it be art or it's shopping or whatever. They always have that, you know, that one thing that makes people want to come back. And so mine was like being able to like check out all this art would be amazing. It could kind of surface as like a museum in a way, without an easel obviously, but it was kind of cool, I thought. And then I put the plants in because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget the plants because they're pretty important and they bring together the room. And then this is the bathroom. So I was talking with Psycho. I was like, can we put anything here? He said he thinks he'd move the doors, so I didn't do anything with that because I was gonna put some paintings on that wall. But if he messed with it, I'm not gonna mess with it because I don't want to like mess with it. So I just put a painting. I think I put musical paintings as well here, and then I was like, man, I feel like we need something else, so I decided to put some benches over here, but I thought that the 3 benches was a little bit too much, so that's when I took out the middle bench and I put in like a display. I took out the middle bench and put in like a podium thing, and then I put some stuff on the display, which I actually think it came out really nice, and it adds a little bit of extra touch to this floor. It just gives it like that little oomph that it kind of needed. It's like a 3-tier 1, 2. Yeah, it's my favorite one in the game as well, and I tried to match it to the benches as best I could, but it didn't really match. I did my best. And then I think I put an airplane, a picture, and an incense or something. Let's see what I put. What did I put? I was looking for a long time. I was gonna do a plant. Oh no, I put a flower. That's what I put. A flower, an airplane, and a picture. I think I put on here. And I figured if you wanted to, and you had stuff that later on you could put on here for the holidays, this would be a way you could decorate this floor for holidays as well. So that was kind of cool as well. I really liked it. Okay. I was trying a face. I was like, it's not working. So what did I go with? I think I went with... I'm glad I didn't go with those roses because I kind of contemplated it, but... Oh yeah, and I put vases here. 2 different colored ones. I liked it. I like the vases. I think they added a little bit to it. This is where I put the bottom one is where I put the aeroplane, which I really liked the airplane. I think it was a cute touch. There we go. There's the airplane, and then the top one will just be a picture. I think of the apple or the flowers or the butterflies. I mean, yeah, it's the butterflies. There we go. Maybe not. I thought that was what I went with. Maybe I did. What did I go with then if I didn't go with that? I kind of thought about doing the team photo, but I just don't think that was right. Anyways, what did I go with here? I really thought I went with that picture, but I guess not. Oh, I went with the base. That's what it was. And I thought, man, this would look so nice if it had like we could put flowers in it. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much the build this week, and I did put some photos in for you, so you guys can go ahead and check them out. Please don't forget to check out Psycho building the bathrooms. Don't forget to check out the ice cream parlor, and I can't remember what else I did. Oh, and I put mirrors at the front of the mall here, which I make floor to ceiling mirror wall. But anyways, definitely don't forget to check out the pictures that are coming up after this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next build. See you next time.